Hey, do you like saving money in sketchy and even questionable ways? I'm gonna assume the answer is yes because you're watching this video and that makes you kind of weird. Recently, I accidentally made a rather large purchase that took a good chunk of money out of my bank account. And you know why? Sketchy money making techniques. So companies with monthly subscription services, they do this thing where they'll offer you an annual subscription so you can pay for the whole year at once for a little bit cheaper of a price overall. But they show you that price in terms of monthly payments, not the total payment. You see the kind of sketchiness that's embedded in that? I was looking into buying a subscription and this exact thing happened to me. I didn't even realize that I bought an annual subscription until I saw a huge charge on my account. And this happened because they used that exact method. They showed me the monthly price, but then in light little text right underneath it was the total price. And my brain's not picking that up. It sees the monthly price. Fortunately, I was able to get a refund, but that was a tough lesson in internet culture. And since I was tricked by a sketchy money making strategy, I wanted to fight the system and help you find ways to save money sketchy. Like, you might have to put your dignity aside for this and you might lose some friends, and overall there's a lot of downside, but you will be saving money. So together we're gonna see if these techniques are actually kind of useful or if they're whack.
My name's Greg Yensko. I'm 29 years old. I've lived in Cincinnati, Ohio all my life. I'm a Zumba dance instructor, and I'm an extreme cheapskate.
Yes, this is an old show and it's not cool to make videos about it anymore. I get it, but I think it perfectly fits the vibe of this video. Just like Greg here seems to fit perfectly with his identity as an extreme cheapskate. He looks very happy here, too happy. Why is he so happy to be an extreme cheapskate? I don't know. They also introduced him in probably one of the greatest ways in cinematic history ever, Zumba. I feel like the implication here is the two most important things this show wants us to know about him is that he's an extreme cheapskate and he does Zumba. Two very important things. And he does Zumba in the pinkest shoes known to man. Why, Greg? Why? I want to get right into the meat of this video. How is Greg an extreme cheapskate and can he help us on our quest to save money? It was just my quest originally, but now it's our quest.
I'll do anything to make a buck.
You just use the window squeegees and you can really wash your whole car with it. I don't know who would spend money on a car wash when you can wash it yourself right here.
So there is the first tip of the day. Wash your car with a gas station squeegee, which by the way is a very weird word to spell. Why would you want to waste your money at a actual car wash when you could just use this squeegee that you have no idea where it's been? It's probably seen all kinds of abominations of cars, but it's free.
One of the ladies from Zumba said, hey, my grandpa just passed away if you want to live in our condo for free. In return, I'm supposed to mow her lawn, but you know, you can't beat free rent.
So this was a thought I was wrestling with in my head. If a lady from Zumba offers you a free condo from her deceased grandpa in exchange for mowing her lawn, would you take it? Should that deal be accepted? This whole situation actually seems very strange. Like, why doesn't the lady charge rent? On top of that, she lets Greg keep all the furniture that was already in there from her grandpa. She literally has to be losing money on this. That would be my first thought in this situation. Then my follow-up thought would be, is there something wrong with the condo? Maybe grandpa was into some weird stuff, and maybe Zumba lady wasn't able to sell it because of that weird stuff. Maybe grandpa was a Star Wars fanatic and the place was filled to the brim with Star Wars merchandise. Obviously that was a pretty tame example, but I will let your mind drift wherever it wants to regarding that. But is this an offer you would accept? Does it even make sense? Is getting a free condo from your Zumba classmate's deceased grandpa a good move?
These are my roommates. We got Raj and Kevin here.
It's painful bringing women back to the apartment because furniture is everything. It's embarrassing.
This place definitely smells like old people.
Why don't you guys just move out there? I just figured they were kind of on board with Greg's frugal lifestyle, but it sounds like they don't even like it. So why are they living there? I'm getting a sense that there's probably a few details that are missing.
I don't know how much Greg pays for the apartment, but I do know that Kevin and I pay a pretty fair amount.
It's a large 3-bedroom condo, so I knew I'd be able to take my roommates with me and charge them rent even though I'm living for free.
What did I even just hear? So let me get this straight. Greg charges Raj and Kevin rent for a condo that he's living in for free, and they don't know he's getting it for free. Isn't that against some sort of law or something? Honestly though, Greg is kind of a savage for doing that. So there's another sketchy, actually very sketchy money-saving tip for you folk out there. Take advantage of your friends and charge them rent for a space you live in for free from a Zumba classmate and her deceased grandpa. Hopefully you're taking notes because this is gold.
To save money on cups, I actually reuse yogurt cups. I got this from my grandma. This way, they're all labeled. Everybody knows whose cup's whose. But if we get a guest, I actually give them the big cup, so it makes him feel special.
This guy cannot be real. I've never heard anybody in history ever say they felt special because someone gave them a used yogurt cup to drink water out of. Maybe I just missed that day in history class, but that has to be the most unorthodox way I've ever heard of anyone trying to entertain a guest or make a guest feel welcome. Amazing money saving tips aside, I don't see how people can live like this and not think that there might be a little something wrong with it. Not that there's inherently anything bad about living this way, but there's just so many other more efficient, cost-effective, well, maybe not cost-effective, more efficient and sustainable ways you can live this lifestyle in a budget. But I'm not an expert, so maybe I just don't get it.
I don't put them in the dishwasher because the dishwasher wastes way too much money on electric and water, so I just hand wash them in the sink.
That is actually terrible.
I like going on free internet dating sites. By far the best part about online dating is you don't have to spend money on dinner and drinks and wasting gas, going places, meeting people. Just get online and it's free.
Other than every single thing that comes after the online part, that's a pretty good way of saving money. So it's good for saving money for like a solid 0.5% of the process. Imagine though, Greg goes on a date with a girl, they go on a long free walk, then he convinces her to go back to his free condo. Everything is going great. Greg and the girl are hitting it off, and then she's offered a used yogurt cup with water in it. I just want you to sit on that thought for a moment. Also, do they always ask people about their dating life on Extreme Cheapskates? I feel like every time I've seen an episode of this, dating always plays a role in it. I guess it's just part of the production process though, because it's in literally every episode. And did they encourage Greg to find a date or something? Were they like,
Hey Greg, go find a date online.
and what if he didn't find a date? Were they just gonna wait there until he eventually found a date? It would be really awkward if he didn't. And in case you were wondering, Greg did find a girl named Brandy to go on a date with.
Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Welcome to Pit to Play Barbecue.
Awesome.
How about something to drink?
Can I have a sweet tea?
Sweet tea.
Is sweet tea free refills on that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Free
Thank you.
refills and tea.
Can I just get a water and a to-go cup, please?
Water in a to-go cup.
Yes.
Alrighty.
When I say this makes me cringe, I mean it makes me want to shut off my router and read a book on how to communicate with other humans. Because I'm almost positive this caused me to lose the very small amount of social skills that I have. Greg has to know this technique doesn't work, because I imagine he's used it on other women before Brandy, and he's currently single. So at some point you have to evaluate what you're doing wrong, and Greg, I feel like we have it on video what you're doing wrong. But anyways, this isn't a video on dating advice. This is a video on saving money, and Greg is doing a bang-up job at that.
Also, can we get a rib?
Okay, you like a rack of ribs?
No, just like one rib. The rack is like kind of expensive.
Ladies, give me your honest thoughts here. Is there any chance Greg can save this? Is there literally anything he could do to save this? Anything at all? Brandy's confused, the waitress is confused, I'm confused. There's a whole lot of confusion here and not a lot of anything else. But again, the goal is to save money, even at the cost of being a dignified human. So overall, we're on a pretty good track here.
Mind hand me your plate?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take the plate home with me too. I don't like to waste food.
Are you gonna eat the food?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if there's anything I can say to redeem what I just witnessed. That hurt my eyes, it hurt my soul. It hurt my heart. How do you just wipe barbecue sauce off of a used plastic plate like that and not feel conviction? Maybe the sauce adds a little bit of flavor to the plastic too as it seeps into it. Lovely barbecued microplastics, amazing. So like when you're eating cereal, you get a little tang to it. That's gross. That is really gross.
Thank you for taking me out.
I want a girl like me for me. Well, I had a lot of fun tonight. Would you want to go out again sometime?
Yeah, I did. I had a good time. Thank you. Even though he's a little cheap, I could look past that, and definitely, he's a really sweet guy, so I would definitely go out with Greg again.
Hey, he did it. Not only did he save boatloads of money, literally boatloads, but he also got the girl. What an absolute win. Maybe even ignore my critiques from before about Greg's dating style, because he just won. And just in case you forgot or you didn't take notes, here are a few tips for saving money from this video. 1, wash your entire car with a gas station squeegee. 2, charge your friend's rent in an ethically questionable scenario. 3, reuse yogurt cups for liquids that you want to drink, but always give the guest the biggest one. That's important. We are already on such a good track to fight the system. We're gonna show them that we're not gonna fall for their sketchy money-making techniques. But there's still more to learn. There's still more areas that we can grow in. We're going to become the best sketchy money-saving people of all time.
I think you need to take a break. I think it's time.
What do you think, Hallie? Should mommy take a break from couponing? Do you think mommy should take a break and spend time with you? Is the amount of money I'm saving not good enough for you? Is you ever gonna be grateful?
So we've learned some practical money saving techniques for real life, but now we're gonna go into another very important area: shopping. If you're willing to spend money, of course. And things have gotten so expensive, especially in today's economy, that hopefully you're able to leave this video with a millionaire or even billionaire mindset, because you're about to save a whole lot of money. And here's the first tip: ignore your family.
My name is Catherine, and I'm the princess of paper products. Oh, yay! Paper towels! If I go into the store and I'm gonna save more than 98%, it's like a little kid on Christmas morning.
The Princess of Paper is seriously the coolest nickname you could give anybody. I think that's what we would call a double entendre. I think. Because it could mean Princess of Paper product or Princess of Paper as in money. Princess of Paper. Either way, such a cool nickname. Very intimidating as well. I definitely wouldn't want to match up against the Princess of Paper in aisle 7. She would 100% solo me. I don't care if it's zero build, full build, or whatever kind of build. She would destroy me. I would leave that store fundamentally different than when I came in.
She's been mastering coupon strategies for the past year and a half. In that short stretch, Catherine's amassed a 4-walled, floor-to-ceiling stockpile worth over $30,000.
This is my stockpile.
She literally has a whole compound in her pantry. I'm surprised there aren't any armed guards or even a Cerberus in there to guard it. And I definitely see why they call her the Princess of Paper, because do you see all that paper in there? All those paper towel rolls on the top shelf. That is the holy grail of hand hygiene up there. It's like I just walked into the wardrobe that leads into Narnia, and I'm in awe.
My husband has organized this room completely. I usually just bring the bags in, toss it on the floor, and it magically appears on shelves.
Ah, I see. What a great strategy. Just toss the stuff on the floor and let your husband organize it. Works every time. That's called strategic thinking, folks. And we'd be better off if we did a little bit more of it. Also, intrusive thought, but I wonder if Catherine would be mad if I pushed over all the shelves in there. It seems kind of tempting.
I have 400 rolls of paper towels. They're double stacked, so there's more in the back. The only way that they'll ever get ruined is if, God forbid, we had a water break. And if we do, I've got plenty of paper towels to clean up the mess.
It sure would be a shame if someone sneakily caused a water break in your paper emporium. I just sounded like Dr. Seuss there. Anyways, she's literally the Princess of Paper. I bet when everyone else was struggling to find toilet paper, she was just vibing. I wonder if she ever actually uses it though, because it seems like she's just stockpiling it, like doomsday prepping. She has enough resources in there to beat the Ender Dragon on hardcore mode.
The Ender Dragon?
That's some serious ammunition. So there's another tip for those of you wanting to save money. Just stockpile resources like the world's about to end.
I like to come in ahead of time because it gives me a chance to check out what sales are going on, any in-store specials. This is the reason why I shop at this store. Not all stores do this. They hang the coupons right here at the product, which makes it much easier for you to use coupons.
This is some high-level couponing. She scouts out the store like an NBA talent scout scouts out an LSU basketball game. She's probably over there watching film of how she could be more efficient. At what specific time she needs to pass the coupon. She's a coup point guard. For real though, this is some serious dedication to the craft. That's definitely why she's able to have all of that stockpile. Her overnight success was 30 years in the making.
My daughter will help me cut the coupons. My son's a little too young, but he tries. He wants to help put him in the book.
Another sketchy money saving tip is child labor. Write that one down.
Today, Catherine is not planning her usual purchases. Seeing the stockpile grow out of control, Tom has asked her to scale back, meaning tomorrow's trip will be Catherine's last haul for 6 months.
The husband is totally feeding into this coupon thing by constantly organizing it for her. Yet he wants her to stop. Seems a little counterintuitive from my perspective. All I know is that Catherine's about to pull off one last great grocery store heist slash haul, and I'm expecting great things from it. I'm expecting a Michael Bay level of action during that haul. I'm expecting produce to start flying, cash registers to start blowing up, Transformers to be battling Decepticons. If those things don't happen, then this is a letdown for me.
Tom and Catherine each bring a car to handle the haul as she grabs her coupons for one final trip before giving her binders a rest.
You actually have a game plan. You've worked on this.
I have.
The fact that they brought 2 cars, got 2 separate carts, and Catherine has a clipboard with a game plan on it has to be one of the top 5 most inspiring things I've ever seen in my life. That level of commitment is next level. And it makes me wonder what her real job is, because if it's something administrative, she's probably Hall of Fame status. And actually, that's another tip for you guys. Bring 2 cars to your grocery store haul, and you could wash them with a gas station squeegee after.
Catherine begins filling her carts with newly available boxes of sugar substitute.
Because this is a new product, the manufacturers like to put high-value coupons on them so that you'll try them and you're gonna come back and buy more. It's 99 cents. and the manufacturer has put $1 off on $1. So this makes it completely free.
The reason companies put those discount stickers on there is so that people can try them. But I have bad news for all of you that wanted to try those products. Catherine took every single box. She's the only one who will be trying this product. And she probably won't even buy it, actually. Whatever company sells that sugar is about to take a massive L.
Next on Catherine's list is a supply of paper towels so large, she had to pre-order them during her sales stakeout.
Paper towels.
She pre-ordered paper towels like this is GameStop in 2012. She got the pre-order bonuses into everything. 3 new maps, extra skins. She can use the paper towels 3 days early. She's winning at life.
Catherine heads to the dairy aisle for milk. Each gallon retails for $3.49, but she has 2 coupons for up to $5 off each gallon, making each gallon free.
How does that even happen? First off, where do you even find a coupon that makes a product completely free like that? And second, how do the people who print the coupons not realize that this system can be totally manhandled by an extreme couponer like Cat? She's literally about to clear out the dairy section because Johnny Coupon over there decided to make a Wild West coupon land of coupon whatever. I wonder if you can even still coupon at this extreme of a level. I've been saying coupon a lot.
Are you ready?
Yeah, yes.
What's my total at right now?
Your total is $214.93.
Awesome. Not gonna be paying that when I leave here.
That kind of sounds like she's threatening to rob them.
It's going to cost about $200 so far.
Yeah, well, I don't plan on paying that.
But I do wonder what the cashier lady was thinking. Getting tangled up with the Princess of Paper is definitely not something I bet she expected. Imagine you're just minding your own business and then you see 2 carts filled with things roll up to your checkout area. And little does she know, she's about to get couponed out of existence.
$882.06.
Did you see that look in her eyes? It's about to go down.
After the initial glitch, Catherine's coupons each scanned correctly, slowly whittling down the register's total.
It's coming off slowly. So the total's going down. We're at $290, $280, $270. We're down under $200, and all of a sudden I hear a beep. And I know it's a beep that's not a good beep.
She is familiar enough with the beep sounds to know that something is wrong. But what do you expect when you scan all the coupons of the world at once? I feel like this is the kind of situation that begins a boss fight. Like she scans so much stuff that the god of coupon land's about to come out and get involved. Then Catherine has to slay him with nothing but coupons.
It's reached a limit, I believe, inside the system.
Okay.
And it's basically shut it down, so the store manager himself is calling the help desk.
The manager's walking down. He's not really smiling at this point. He's on the phone.
Transaction item limit must tender. What happens if you hit OK?
I can't hit cancel.
I'm kind of nervous that they don't know if they're going to be able to fix this problem.
Why is this so intense? It feels like the fate of the universe is on the line here. And I'm so invested in these characters, and if something goes wrong, I'm gonna lose it. These store managers better figure this out.
We've never had a transaction this big probably in the history of our company. The only way we're going to be able to continue doing this transaction is to cash it out as if the customer's paid. Then we can ring in her remaining coupons after and apply it to, deduct it off the $170.35.
Although checkout can now continue, all the remaining coupons must be...
This poor employee seriously got caught up in all of this. There was definitely no training for what to do when this happened. She's in uncharted territory at this point. All she can do is scan.
Your total is $18.35.
And I get change back. Today went great. Oh, it was almost $900. I paid less than $20. We had a little bit drama with the computer, but I'm happy it all worked out.
I love how there was a whole caravan of people helping her move her groceries. How great is that? And how great is it that everything worked out for her? Overall, just so amazing, and we learned so much about saving money in sketchy ways from this. Here's what we learned. Wash your entire car with a gas station squeegee. Charge your friend's rent in an ethically questionable scenario. Reuse yogurt cups for water, but give the guests the biggest one. Here's some new ones. 4, ignore your family to coupon. 5, bring extra cars to your grocery haul. 6, coupon like you own the world. But the question is, are you willing to give up your dignity to save sometimes just a tiny little bit of money? Let me know. Are these tips worth it? Are any of them worth it? Let me know. Comment below. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.